Charleston White says that
the feds.
He says the feds work at No John Brown. I thought you guys were cool, but I guess he was saying that what was the actual quote?
He says, listen.
He says you are never seen in LA, which I feel like that's not something that someone you're friends with would say.
Well, I mean, that's very weird. I don't know. You know, I went to go do a interview with Loon. Balloon.
Big sloth. What up?
So
I with Loon.
So when I pulled up,
it's a thing.
He like, damn, Wack. I said, what's up? He looking around. I said, why you looking around? He said, you by yourself, just you and your girl. I said, well, who else you want me to be with? Man, they make it look like you. I said, listen, bro, them is trolls. Those people ain't from out here. They don't know what the hell's going on.
Wait, but so Loon was out here doing podcasts?
Yeah, I did like a 4-hour segment with him. I don't know
4 hours?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago, like a week and a half ago.
A long one.
Yeah, I did like 4 hours with him. And
is he still with Charlamagne's shit, the Black Effect Network?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, he did tell me he interviewed you.
Back in the day before because like I think a lot of people came to know about Loon from him basically.
Lil Baby.
No, well but then he basically like went on Andrew Schultz's podcast with Charlamagne and trashed academics, and then that kind of became how a lot of people got familiar with
it. I like his style. He kind of laid back and he uses that to try to set you up.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's kind of like, I don't know what us, I'm gonna be real. I got one method, podding. I don't give a f.
Right.
That's it. Whatever it is, it is. And I'm not, because when you care, then you find yourself trying to like stay away from something. I'm running right into the fire. They was talking about the badge. I walked into the news and put everybody on the wall.
Right.
I don't care. It is what it is, right? So with Loon, I think that's what he enjoyed about me. He said, Wack, you didn't duck no questions. He said, that's why I wanted to interview you, because you don't duck nothing.
Right.
Charleston White just be saying shit.
Yeah.
Did you see his thing about the situation going on with the unaliving of the white kid and the teenager dude?
So now that we're talking about Karmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
So basically, like, he raised a shitload of money from people who were basically saying that he was the victim in this situation. I think it was over $500,000. And then after that, he ended up getting charged with murder. And apparently, like, from everything I've heard, there's basically no defense. He sounds like he's guilty. I guess he's 17. He's going down.
Negative.
You don't think so?
Negative. Because you over there,
Charleston,
we ain't doing that.
Charleston like wished jail upon him, and now is saying that he takes it back, even though now is when we have enough information to say pretty conclusively that this kid deserves to be locked up.
First of all, the two brothers is bullies. They knew jujitsu.
But they didn't do anything.
Don't matter, because he didn't allow them to do it. See, the days of us...
because he pulled out a knife and fucking killed him.
Here goes the problem.
He killed him.
The days of the black man allowing the white man to do something, and then we accept it, or you do something.
The white
and
man
then
didn't do anything. As far as we know, he didn't do anything. He said, get the fuck out of my tent.
No, that's not their tent.
Well, either way, you're not allowed to kill someone because they tell you to get out of the tent.
Okay, so why would two brothers, big dudes, ball players, walk up on this young black kid?
To tell him get out of the tent, from what I understand.
Right? That's a bully move, right?
No, it's just get the fuck out of my tent.
Why?
That's not bullying.
But why?
Maybe they didn't want him in the tent. What would you do if some random guy tried to come into your tent?
But it wasn't their tent.
Well, they were occupying the tent.
No, they wasn't. If they were occupying it, they would have already been there when he came.
You want to bet that this guy's going to get off?
No, I think he's gonna get off.
You really think so?
They just put the paperwork out where they was they bullied some chick, some girl. Pull that up. I just got the content about a couple hours ago. So what I'm saying is, so y'all saying he should have just let the two white kids punk him and just get out the tent.
Well, I think that would have been a better option than killing one of them with a knife in the heart.
I don't think his intentions was to kill him. His intentions was to defend himself.
I'm just looking.
So you see no wrong in these two dudes who aren't security.
As far as what I've seen so far, no, I can't identify anything that they did wrong. On the other hand, him stabbing someone in the heart, I could say pretty definitively that.
So he was supposed to bow down and just submit to what they wanted him to do.
I think that would have been a better option than murdering someone, yes.
So you don't think they shouldn't have took matter into their own hands?
I think that's exactly what the law says you shouldn't do, yeah.
So you're saying you should take matter into your own hands, go over there, two of y'all, talk crazy to this young black kid, tell him where he can't be, or else.
I don't think murdering one of them is a fair reaction.
I don't
to that.
think he attempted to murder. He defended himself.
Usually when you stab somebody in the heart, that's a pretty clear-cut thing you wouldn't do unless you were okay with the idea of the other person dying.
When you're in fear, right, sustained fear, and you nervous like that, I think the problem is that race doesn't understand, like they say, systematic racism. I don't think they understand that which has been embedded in our mind when it comes to that type of situation. There's no town in America that says white people can't be in this town after a certain time. But it's towns in America, sundown towns, that says if you're black caught over here, we gonna hang you, we gonna kill you.
I think it's pretty clear that you're just like trying to invent a situation to justify him committing murder.
Google sundown town.
I know what a sundown town is. I don't think that has anything to do with what happened in this situation.
In Texas, right?
Why are they charging him with murder?
Well, he's not charged with first-degree murder, is he?
But I'm not sure.
Is he manslaughter or something? You know, I hope they charge him with...
He's been indicted for first-degree murder and the stabbing death of Austin Metcalf.
That's a good charge.
He is being tried as an adult.
That's a good charge because able to accuse him of first-degree murder means that he had to plot, plan to execute.
Oh, yeah, I don't think anybody thinks it was like that. Yeah.
But that's a good charge. That's the wrong charge. Now, if he'd had a manslaughter, I'd be a little nervous. But a first-degree murder means... he put it in his mind, right, that I'm going to do this to these individuals, right? So at the end of the day, you know, I'm not saying the kid being unalived is wrong, but what I am saying is bullying is not good. And that's a form, if we walk up on somebody 2, 3 deep, one person, we know we're walking up on them to intimidate them to some point.
I think the difference between you and I is that my opinion about the situation would be the same if it was a black kid who killed 2 black kids or killed a black kid.
I would say they coming to bullying.
To you, it's all about race. To me, it's like this is a human situation.
This is definitely a race thing.
How?
Because
what indication do we have that race played any role in this?
Listen, brother, first of all, they had no right to walk up on that black kid the way they did.
He walked up on them.
No, he was in the tent.
He was the aggressor.
He was in the tent.
He went into the tent that they were already occupying.
No, they wasn't.
They asked him to leave.
They walked up on the tent.
He stabbed him in the heart.
Okay, he told him I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with a knife. We all keep a knife.
Yeah, but when you use it in a situation where you haven't been appropriately provoked and the result is murder, then you're going to be charged with murder and probably convicted.
Listen, the brother was a coward.
I know it's in you to always want to support the black dude. I just think it would be big of you to realize that this is a situation in which you're being blinded by the racial dynamics.
Bro, it could have been 2 black dudes walked up on him. I'm going to say y'all tried to bully him. He ain't doing nothing to y'all. Y'all not the supervisors. You not adults. Nobody else told him he had to move. Look, when you walk up on a dude, bro, and say, hey, homie, you got to move, you giving him an ultimatum. Because if he don't move, you pretty much saying you're going to move him or it's going to be a situation. Let's stop acting like you said, hey, guy, hey, Ted, hey, what's your name, Karmelo? Hey, could you move? Because, you know, we're kind of like seats are taken. No, they telling him, hey, man, you need to move. We don't want you over here.
But, okay, let's make the situation way worse because I don't believe that we actually know anything about this. But let's say that those white kids were actually extremely racist and they walked up to the black kid and called him the N-word and told him to get the fuck out. I still think it's murder if you stab the fucking kid who just called you the N-word in the heart and kill him.
Not if you,
when you have the easy opportunity to just walk away.
Just walk away.
You can make it super racist.
Just walk away.
It's still murder.
Just walk away.
As far as what we know, it wasn't racist. And it's still murder.
Take these lashes and just go back to the fields.
See, like you're trying to turn it into something that we do not have any reason to believe that it is. I'm going to tell you why.
When you're taught at home that some people are lesser, when you're taught at home that you're more dominant than other people, then you practice that.
Did you see what a fruitcake their fucking dad was? The dad was forgiving the kid for killing him right away. The dad was on some hardcore leftist cuck shit.
No, the dad beats
those kids were going to school or raised in an environment in which black people could do no wrong, from what I've seen from the dad.
The dad used to beat their mama ass, so let's stop acting like the dad is innocent.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying, he's a mama asser beater. That's what they got to do with it. Stop acting like
Maybe
this dude
so.
was
I'm
some
not saying
soft,
he's a saint. I'm saying
some soft dude.
I actually think he's a pussy, and his perspective was fucked because he basically like forgave the kid for killing his own son right away. Like, grow a fucking pair, buddy.
So what he supposed to do? Hate the kid?
Yeah, at least for a little while.
Okay, so if it's okay for y'all to hate, why it ain't okay for us to hate?
No, it's okay to hate. You just can't kill.
Brother,
And it's especially acceptable to hate the kid who killed your son.
I'm not saying I wish the young man wasn't murdered, right? I don't wish murder on no child. I'm just simply saying, like, bro, let's not act like bullying. We got this black dude, I forget his name. We
Even
got
if
like
they were bullying
anti-bully
him,
gang.
you still can't kill him.
They pull up in cars, bro, like all they cars and lowriders and big Chevys K5s for kids is getting bullied at school, and they come pick the kid up in front of the school to show like, we ain't gonna let y'all keep bullying this kid. It's really like a thing, bro. Colorism in schools is another thing. Dark skin, light skin, white, black. It's a thing. So we cannot eliminate that these were two pretty big kids, white kids. And if you don't think when they walked up on that kid, they gave him an ultimatum? For real.
I wasn't there and I have not heard.
So I'm asking, like, you think
I just think you're making it such an extreme situation because you have to make it an extreme situation in order to justify killing somebody.
I remember when I was a teenager, when we said we're finna go over here and say something to this person, we wasn't saying it in a nice manner.
Right.
We were being aggressive, or else. We were issuing the or else.
And if that person that you were being aggressive to, some would say bullying, if they had pulled out a knife and killed you, then that person would have been charged with murder. And I think that they would deserve to be charged that way.
So you're saying that it would have just, like, I wouldn't have played a role in it? Because if I would have never went over
I don't think you would have got charged.
Brother.
It would be mean. Sure. It's kind of mean.
Maybe he definitely went too far.
There's a lot of maybes, a lot of hypotheticals.
I don't think in his mind he knew what he was doing. It was going to kill the kid.
Maybe not.
I'm going to tell you why. He only hit him once.
That we know of.
Come on, bro. He stabbed him one time.
Well,
I didn't say it was multiple stab. And then I believe he went to get help.
Well, that's probably what I would do too if I killed somebody. I would probably try to start
cleaning up. He didn't know he killed him.
Anthony.
I think he stabbed him one time, like one time. What type of kid is this kid? Is he a nervous kid?
I don't know.
Has he been getting bullied, getting beat up at school, getting his lunch money took? We don't know.
Yeah, only once in the chest.
Once. He didn't keep.
Well, you got to give it to him. He's got a hell of an aim.
I mean, bro, like, you don't really think about that as a kid.
He should go into fencing or something if he ends up getting off.
I mean,
I'm just saying, I'm talking about stuff that we know, and it feels like you're kind of talking about a lot of stuff that maybe, what if it was like this?
No. I'm saying realistically, when two people walk up on one person to tell them to do something, they giving them an or else conversation.
Right.
It ain't like, hey, guy, you think you can move?
I don't know exactly what state this even took place in.
Texas.
But in Texas. Okay. If you can walk away, you're supposed to.
So just
rather than stab him and kill him.
So he should have just
now maybe it was a situation where he couldn't have walked away, and in that case I have all the sympathy for him because that would be
he was in a tent. I'm pretty sure they were standing in front of him. For him to stab him in the chest, he had to be in front of him. I'm saying it's possible they could have put this kid in a situation where he was in a sustained fear type of situation, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, look, I'd rather a dude with heart be in front of me than a scary person. A scary person will do something to you without thinking.
I would just rather have the non-killer in front of me in most situations.
Well, I mean, I don't think, bro, he stabbed him one time. I don't think he did that to kill.
And that's probably like the best defense for sure. Yeah.
I think he might have did that out of fear. I don't know what was said. We don't know if the brother's going to tell the truth. I don't know if Karmelo Anthony gave statements. Is there statements on what he said they said? I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty crazy because whenever I see videos of people fighting with knives, which you see a lot of in Europe, it's like there's a lot of this into like the collarbone, shoulder type area, a lot of that. And there's a lot of this into the stomach. You don't see a lot of, because if you stab someone right here, you kind of know how that's going to go.
If you're going for the collarbone or shoulder and somebody moves into you or any type of way,
I agree.
That knife could vary, especially if it's one of those, it could very much end up in your chest, right? I'm a little shocked that first they said it was a tool for his spikes at first, right?
Really?
Now they're saying it's a real knife. Because when it was a tool for, because I guess he went in his bag.
Really?
Right?
Backpack on?
He had like a little bag, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
They're saying that he was suspended, wasn't supposed to be at the meet. I don't know. But I mean, shit, man, when I got suspended, we still went to the football games. You get what I'm saying? So maybe we weren't supposed to be there. You know, I wish him the best. I commend the father for not condemning the young man, right? That kind of lets me know maybe the father wasn't a racist.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe
there's no reason to think he was, right?
But maybe the mother raised him different. We don't know.
We really don't even have any reason to think that has anything to do with racism.
No, what I'm trying to get you to understand that black children have it in their heads, bro, that they are up against it when it comes to the white race. I'm telling you, especially in the South. Maybe out here, not so much. But in the South, bro, it's there. You know, it's there.